Hello, BookTube. Well, let's try this again. This is my fourth try at doing this. First time I clicked record and I got a phone call, spam phone call. Usually doesn't happen, not very often anyway. So then I thought I'd try it again. And then I got a knock at my door. And it was the postman, but with the wrong address. He thought it was for me. It wasn't. It was for a neighbor. So I come back down, hit record again. Bang, 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 bang on the door again, asking if I could take the package in that was for the neighbor. Okay, well, it's gone now almost a minute, so there's been no interruption, so I should be okay. Take a breath. Two breaths. Mainly this video, I wanted to talk about sort of health update. I've been keeping people praised, and I get questions about what's happening in general about things. Well, the last I'd sort of left this was that I was still sort of in limbo for the weight injections, weight loss injections. I still am to a certain extent, but there seems to be light on the horizon. I spoke to a doctor on Friday who has received now, read the letter from the cardiologist who suggests that I be put on a weight loss injection. And however, it's still the situation where it gets generally referred to weight loss clinic, who have rejected me because they can't get a blood sample or blood test. Bizarre why they're not accepting what has come through. I don't know, but what's happened is, I guess the Department of Health, I'm assuming it's them, have stated that GPs can now prescribe this. Sorry, I'm talking a little funny because for some reason I keep biting the edge or nipping the edge of my tongue, and it's very sore. I don't know if my tongue's swelling. Anyway, where was I? I'm assuming it's the Department of Health that have now are allowing GPs to prescribe this and sidestepping the other process that they had. However, the doctor that I spoke to on Friday is in training for this, or going to be trained for this. So she can't do it yet. However, she has assured me, so it will happen, won't it, people? It will happen. Well, she's assured me that once she gets through the training, that I will be put on. I think the preference, the one that they want to do, is Mounjaro. I think there's other ones. I don't know the difference between them. Probably Mounjaro is the cheapest one, I'm assuming. But yeah, and she doesn't know when that's going to be. Could be a month. So hopefully by Christmas, fingers crossed, hold my breath. Which, well, I can hold my breath for 10 seconds. That's about it. So hopefully that will happen. Otherwise, I'm still sort of in a limbo of brain fog most of the time. Actually, I'm feeling good at the moment. Like, this is the thing. Every so often, I get periods that are maybe an hour or so in length that my mind is clear, and this has been clearer than it has for quite a long time, after a whole long week of being extremely tired and sort of dozing most of the time. So all I've been doing, I still can't read properly. My mind just wanders. I've taken to watching YouTube videos, some booktube, but a lot of stuff, people, like I mentioned in a live, people sort of living off grid and stuff like that. So I don't know, watching somebody collect, and cut and chop firewood and pile it for an hour seems to be soothing. Well, I can't get through an hour at once, but I get through about 20 minutes or 30 minutes, and then I've got to snooze a bit and then watch the rest of it. But I've also got a hankering to watch some films, movies, which I do have a vast sort of, not vast, but I've got a lot of movies on Blu-ray and DVD. Lots. Like, I mean lots. Okay. Um, and my TV had sort of died. It was a, or it is a smart TV. That's the word I was thinking. See, my brain's still not there, but it's getting there. Smart TV. So every so often, if I switch from one thing to another, it crashes, and it just makes a big sparks type sound. And the only way to get it reset is to unplug it. I have to unplug it and plug it back in. Now that seems like an easy task, doesn't it? Well, here, not so, because where it was plugged in is an extension in the kitchen, and there's plastic boxes full of books that are around it. So I've left it literally because I just did not feel like doing that. I mean, literally, I've left it for months. And I was dozing, and about 3:30 a.m. one morning this past week, no, the week before, or last week, I can't remember now. But I sort of was sitting there after going to the toilet. I'm sitting there and thinking, let's do it. So I did it, and then promptly fell back to sleep or dozing for many, many hours. It just killed me. But it's working now, so that's a good thing. So I've been actually watching some YouTube on the TV, which is very strange. I wonder if anybody else can confirm this for me. When I watch it on my tablet here, I get, like, if people are, well, even if they're monetized or not, you get commercials, you get the ads, and usually it's just one, and then you can skip it. Sometimes it plays right through. But on the TV, I get like 3, 4 ads before I can skip. I get a lot more ads on my TV than I do on my tablet. I never noticed that before, but I noticed it now. Anyway, that aside, I'm now set up to start watching some films, which I haven't done yet. I've got to get upstairs and pull some. I got a few things down here, and like, for instance, I was just looking at this. Sorry for my close up there, because I love the Fritz Lang. Silent, the Mabuse, the Gambler, and then the other Mabuse movies that he did. And well, I've never actually watched his last one, his sound film that he did in Germany, the 1000 Eyes of Mabuse, Dr. Mabuse. But this was put out, and it's all the sound Mabuse films, which I think are, yeah, there's 6 on here. There's 6 on here. They're German. They're all German, and I thought maybe I could revisit this, but it's a bit of a, when I say slog, it's not so much slog. It's just there's a lot of movies to watch, and I might get tired of them in between. So I'm not too sure if I want to start rewatching the Fritz Lang Silence and then sort of go up chronologically as when they were made. But this, I just love these Eureka Masters of Cinema sets with the booklet, especially if you can get it at that time. This was partially a gift, so I didn't have to pay much for it. So thankfully for that. But anyway, that's sort of what I've been doing. I've also been looking ahead for winter. I need to really get a few more clothes, like shirt. Like, this is a really nice shirt. It's extremely thick, so I wear it over top of it. It's called an overshirt, and because I don't have a wash machine, so washing clothes is almost an impossibility for me. So I need to get a wash machine at some point to do this. So I don't know. Hopefully in the new year, once, if I can get all my benefits sorted out, I can start saving for it. But the one thing that I do want to get, because I've been, like, health wise, I've been extremely stiff and sore. My knees, my hips. I'm really arthritis is setting in, and I think it's dampness. It's um, because here it's cooler and damp, and in wintertime you can't have the heat on to a really high height, but then then it'll be just humid. So I need a dehumidifier. That's what I need. So I guess what I'm saying is that I'm putting a dehumidifier in my wish list, which I haven't put up for a long time. There's a variety of stuff in there, but the top one should be a dehumidifier. If I can figure out a way of getting one that anybody can order. Or it's just, if you're interested in doing that, it's expensive. It's like over £100. So I don't expect any one person to do this, but if you can, a few pounds or whatever, through PayPal and stuff like this, maybe I can get enough cash before winter sets in to do this. And I'll probably need more than one eventually, but if I can have one down here, you can't really see, but sort of across from there and then behind, I think you could, yeah, you could see that's the door into the kitchen. Yes, that's the door. I was had to think for a minute. That's the door into the kitchen. So that means along this wall here, down at the floor, there's a bit of space going into the kitchen. That's probably where I'll set it. So it's between the kitchen, and see how that works. If I can get it down, because I've got a thermometer here, and it's, if you can see that, 66 degrees. Not 66 degrees. 66% humidity. And when it came, it was 82. I'm not sure if you can see that. But it did dip down to 54 at some point. It looks like 58, but it's actually 54. I don't know why it's showing 58 the way the light is. But and then it looks like 24, but it's actually 82% there. That's weird. But anyway, and it's 17 degrees Celsius in here now, or almost 17 and a half. So that's fine for me. That temperature's fine. I wear something like this, and if I get a little more cooler, I put a blanket over me. So that's perfectly fine. But I really need a dehumidifier. If not just help the books, it's to help me, and hopefully, because even the nurses say that's why I'm feeling, really, really stiff and sore in the knees. When I get up, it's like really stiff, and I need like WD-40 for my joints. So yeah, so if anybody does have a little bit of, can help with that, it'd be nice to be able to actually get a dehumidifier for the winter. Other than that, let's see. I'm still having problems with my bin collection of garbage. I got to call the council again here. About 3 or 4 weeks ago, they finally, after 6 months, collected 6 months of garbage that had been piling up and rotting in my back courtyard. They finally did that. And then I was assured, again, like I do all the time, that it'll be on, they'll be collecting it every 2 weeks, the garbage, and then um, the recycling on the alternate weeks. And that's not been happening, so it's building up again. It's just, I don't know, it's just incompetency, like taken to the next level. That's what's happening here. So there's that problem all the time, because rats are getting into it in the back, and cats probably. Who knows? It is an enclosed little courtyard, and when I say courtyard, it's very small. It's like 4 feet by maybe 12 feet, and then there's an L shape off behind the toilet. But yeah, so that's happening. Still nothing about the sale of the house. That doesn't seem to be happening. I don't know. I don't want to jinx it to call them, because me calling them isn't going to change the fact that it's going to be sold. If it's going to be sold, it's just, I don't want to start anything off again. Oh, well, maybe we should check on that. And I don't want to do that. So, because there's been no for sale. And if it has been sold, then that's fine. I'm still going on and paying rent. So it's all that's all on my hands. So no news is better news in some ways. Um, yeah, and I can't think of anything else. It's like I say, the health issues. My blood pressure, they've stopped taking it on a regular basis, but it's always been like up and down, but it's on the sort of medium thing. It's not as high as it was when I was in the summer that I had to go to the hospital. Um, yeah. Um, I'm still the light in my kitchen is burnt out, so I have to figure something out there, get a lamp or something. Maybe I'll throw a lamp in with the um in the wish list as well. um because I'm just using lights from the other room, from the living room here, and in the sort of entranceway into the bathroom. And it's enough then at nighttime to make it twilight, so I can actually see without killing myself and tripping on something. Anyway, that's about it. And I'm still sort of toying with. I'm not toying, but I do want to continue with videos, but I'm just at times just really struggling, and it's strange that the bookshop memories. Um, I gotta write down like as soon as I get an idea for that. But it's just like when I did the last one, I had so many ideas, and then all of a sudden they're all gone. So I've got to make it more concerted efforts to do these. Is that the right word? God, I'm always questioning myself now with the way my brain fog works. Anyway, thank you, BookTube. Thank you for everybody. As I say, if you can't, help, if you can help monetarily wise, that's great. That's the other thing. I am still waiting to hear about the one benefit that I have that's being investigated, or I had to reapply for, and then I'm waiting to hear that they're apparently investigating another one. I haven't heard anything bad happening. I was able to get it in the middle of the month here, like I normally do, so that I should be fine for rent for November. But anything else, if you can do, the links are down below. As I say, the friends and family through PayPal is the best way, because you don't get charged, and somebody else doesn't take extra fees off of it like they do for everything else. But in lieu of that, just watch my videos, rewatch them. As I say, just put on videos in the background or at night when you go to sleep. Um, if I can start getting 1 million views, I'll be set. I'll be set if I can start getting 1 million views a month. Yeah, that would be ideal. Anyway, thank you, BookTube, and I'll talk to you soon.